What is up? We are back with a super exciting quest today. We are going to make a fish. That's right, Lord Fish making fish. It's double fish in your fishy faces. Alright, friends, take a deep breath. This is going to be easy and you're going to have fun doing it. Probably. Alright, so we'll just grab this block and we're going to size everything like we always do because I import to Unreal and my partner, who does all the programming, always insists that things are sized. So, we're just going to change all these to 0.01. Rewind if you missed it. Alright, we are sized. So, we'll do what we always do. Take our square, and we'll go to Edit Mode with Tab, and we'll Control B. Nice and even. Looking good. Put a few more bevels in it, something like that. We'll undo that and redo it if we can get a bit more even. There, perfect. That's a fish, isn't it? Obviously it doesn't look like a fish yet, but we'll get there. Let's duplicate this actually before we do anything. So I'm sure we're going to need this shape again. And we'll hit this. We'll scale it out a bit. Start shaping like the fish's belly area. A bit more skinny for a fishy. Alright. Keep in mind that I just freestyle this stuff. I don't have a plan. I haven't made one before. So if it doesn't look perfect, you need to keep that in mind. It takes a couple tries usually. But you'll get the idea of making what you're trying to make. I don't know if that looks better or worse. That doesn't fit. Let's just delete that. I'll make a square with Shift A. Now let's see if we can make a tail out of this somehow. Just start. Thin it out, obviously. Maybe we'll go to Edit Mode. We'll push Control R. And we'll just right click to make it center itself. Alright, and then we will go to what is it? Edges. Alright, we'll go to edges. We'll grab this edge, grab the arrow to move it, and we'll push it in. Starting to look like a fishy's tail. And then we'll go to faces, grab this one, and we will. Oh, there's two there, right? Right. So let's do it a different way. Let's grab this edge, because we put that line in the middle, we're going to have to do it a slightly different way. So now that we have just those two edges, we'll just size it like this. And we got our fishy's tail. Good start. Alright, so we will now make a second. Get out of edit mode first. Always make sure you're out of edit mode. Maybe make that tail a bit skinnier in spots. Actually, let's fix this up. They tend to taper at the end, right? Alright, like that. Alright, now we kind of have a taper for get skinnier towards the end of the tail. What do we need? More fins and a face. Body looks pretty good. You can make this in a few pieces if you'd rather, if you want the tail to be able to move. Depends what you're making. I'm just making a fish, so we'll just make basic like this. You can do it how you need to. At edit mode, we'll hit Shift A, make another cube, and we'll drag this up. And again, you can take this into sculpting or molding after if you want to put more detail or take your time working on it a bit more. Perfectly fine. I'm just going to make you a demonstration of how you can make these things, and it's up to you to make it yours and to take your time designing your own fish. Okay, this one does not have a split in the middle, but nonetheless, we'll just grab this top edge, drag it this way. So we're just about there. That's a little too pointy, eh? Why don't we go delete and dissolve that one. And then we'll click this one and hit Control B and round it a bit. Now, while we still have these edges, for we don't have to re-grab them, let's just make them a bit skinnier. For again, it kind of tapers towards the top of the fin. Now, go back to this side and scale your fin until you're happy with the size of it. We have a delightful looking fish already. I'm sure you're getting excited and hungry at the same time. Alright, let's give this a flip once we can figure out the right axis. Probably thinking I should know this by now, but I do not. That's backwards. Why did it do that? Let's do 180 here. We'll figure this out. That did not do it. So let's do 180 here. Yeah, that's the one. There we go. Looks to be pretty much the same as the top. I think that looks good. You can move yours around, reposition them all you need to. So we're just going to leave that, I think. And we're going to do some fish face. And then I will probably finish up this one. I think you guys have seen enough of my other videos on coloring, so I don't have to color for you, but I think you guys know how to do that, or you can click to my channel and have a look there and find one of my coloring videos. They're usually at the end of making things in Blender. Okay, so we will make I always make a square and then I circle it myself, so we'll go to edit mode, Control B, and you might find that weird, but you kind of have to get your own preferences and what you're comfortable with and use it. And don't let anybody else tell you different. Alright. Move it till it's kind of sunk into his head, kind of rolling out of his head, kind of like that. If it looks good to you, we're going to Shift D to copy it. Then we want it to be on the other side, and I'm not sure what the axes are again, sorry about that. And that was it. So we got it. So we're just going to give our fishy eyes like that, and then what should we do for his mouth? And we'll Shift A, and we will make a cube. You know what, I might color this. This looks really cute. I kind of want to color this guy. Just for myself, just for, maybe I can use him somewhere. One of my games. Why are you not getting thicker? There we go. Made it so thin that it was hard to get thick again. I'll go down a little bit, something like that. Probably too deep. Come out like probably there. Now you can change this if you want. You can go to edit mode, grab the face here, no, faces, and we can give him a little bit of a slope in his mouth. So we're kind of making a wedge shape. Let's change this for it has more of an effect on him. Lucky. And yeah, this has been really fun for me. I've never really made too many fishes. I think I made one when I first started Blender, but I don't know. Their fishies are so cute. I hope you agree. Let me know in the comments. Alright, so we're just going to grab the body after, and we'll go to Object, Bool Tool. Oops, Bool Tool Difference. Alright, we got a fishy mouth. So now if you wanted to make it for his mouth open and shut, probably be pretty easy. Put a skeleton in the lower jaw, skeleton in the upper jaw, skeleton in the body. You really don't need these parts to separate it. It might even be better if they're together. I'm not exactly sure. I do most of the designing, not most of the programming, so I'd have to ask actually to be sure. But now the next question is, where do we want our control point to be? I'm going to say the top fin, so I'll click off everything. Click this, click this, click this, click them eyeballs, click the top fin. That's where I want my control point to be, so Control J. And our fishy is 1. He's swimming, look. I'm a fishy. Alright, enough of that. So we'll go to our coloring real quick. I know I said I wasn't going to, but I want to color this guy. He's cute. Something in my eye. Just a second. There we go. Alright, so our basic color. And again, this doesn't really matter. I gotta keep on mentioning that because people get all hung up on what color these things are. My son was just yelling at me today that he didn't like the colors on something, and I'm like, well, it's Blender, buddy. We're gonna change them when they're in a game. Like, alright, right. But, so again, this doesn't matter, but I sometimes just try to go with some of the colors I'm gonna want just to get the look of it, to see what it's gonna look like. So I'm gonna go with an aqua color. This is a fishy. It probably should be more green than that, maybe. Like a greeny. Now, if my wife was here, she'd say, "Oh, you're making that thing look sick." But I like it anyways. I'm gonna go with it. And then, alright, we'll make a second color. So, new, click off the fish, push L over the things you want to highlight. Since we made them separate, should be pretty easy. We maybe should have rounded that back tail. We still can if we want, but we'll color them now. Oops. Change that one, and we will make them a yellowy color. Alright, he's getting there. He's one handsome little fish. I want to almost name this guy. He's so cute. Alright, we'll do his eyeballs. We'll just do them white. And we're going to add a second color to his eyeballs. So our fishy can look like he's looking at things. And I'm sure you can make his eye roll in your programming to make it look like he's looking around or whatever you want to do, depending what kind of game you're making, or if you're just making art to sell. I don't know. But anyways, plus, new, and we can't make it blue. So we'll make it black. Alright, our fishy has the cutest little eyeballs now. Look at that. He is the cutest. Alright, I'll stop. Okay, spin him around. What else do we need here? Maybe his mouth to be colored? Let's see if we can get in there. Since I chopped it out of like just a few pieces, it should be pretty easy to get into his mouth. But let's try. Plus, new, make it red, because it's a mouth. Here you go, Mr. Fishy. You got the red mouth now. You're so cute. I like this fishy. He is so cute. Alright, well, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. Maybe I should have given him some side fins, huh? Some gills and things. Anyways, if you guys want me to make another one, maybe a little more in depth, where you can see a couple more colors on them, some fins, gills, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think if you enjoyed this. I think you guys have had a good time. And to guarantee it, here, our fishy's swimming. Oh, there you go. That's for you guys. Anyways, like, subscribe, thumbs up, and check out our game in the description if you'd like to support us. We'd love to have you play our game. It's on Steam. Fishton, a town to remember. Lord Fish signing out. Oh, I'd like to thank Andy D, who made a donation not too long ago to the company to try to help us get started. Thanks, Andy D. Peace.